there is excitement and family feeling.
You are all friends or family members, so it's very nice. It feels very soft already, very loving and very nourishing. So thank you for joining and creating that big extended family tonight. So one more time, for those who are coming for the first time, make sure that your car is parked on the public parking, so they don't come and ask you to move the car in front of the house. So that is the first guidance. Second logistic guidance will be the bathroom, behind the staircase, through the kitchen, after the staircase, or upstairs in front of the staircase. And we suggest we go to the bathroom before we start, because most probably someone will be sitting in front of the door here as we start. So we have a bit more space. You witnessed that the space is limited, so for lying down today, lie down energetically. And thanks to your body to co-create and to participate in that session with you, and to remain soft and gentle and magnetized with the energy. When you are really engaging with the energy that will come through, you don't feel your body usually. Your body will remain in a place that the energy flows, so you will surprise yourself in feeling that your spine is straight, and you will not have any pain for an hour, 15 minutes, right? Who has already experienced that in a meditation, feeling that the body doesn't pain? Yeah? Not more?
Really depends.
Susan, you have a seat here. I beat Ali for the back. Ali needs a back support, so you can sit at the in front of the window if you want.
The door.
We can squeeze here as well. Here. Or you stay here.
Alright. Now, what's happening on Wednesday in those sessions? We call it a project. We call it the Unconditional Love Project. Project means that we are building something that we will introduce to someone that will approve, sign in order to receive extra support. This is an understanding in the 3D. Now, when we work with energy, this energetic bubble and consciousness that we are all co-creating each time we meet, gonna be very soon enough, very strong, in order to introduce it to our Mother Earth, Gaia, who is consciousness, who is a living consciousness being, to approve it so we can have extra support. For everyone who is aware of it, to tap into that consciousness, to deliver and share that energy for healing, for elevation, for ascension, for growth, for self-realization, for self-mastery, for transmutation. Every Sunday night, a dedicated group of pillars, 30 pillars, are joining the training live with Georgie to build that energy. Who is in the room from Sunday? Great, so far. Perfect.
And we have Didi also.
And Didi and more are already online. So all the sessions that we do in the house are streamed online. So they are also watching live or in replay if they cannot make it live. This energy that is being built, being recollected, is the essence of the unity consciousness. Unity consciousness is also called the Christ consciousness, the crystalline consciousness, meaning that when you elevate in your higher vibrational frequency, you are elevating yourself and crystallining yourself. You are becoming a pure vessel of love and of light, of your divine essence being the harmonics of light of the source, meaning that you are a perfect divine vessel to receive and to be and to share your divine light your divine love. That reconnection is your reconnection to the source. This energy, as we are in a human form, we have a 3D construct, we have an ego, we are human, so we are fluctuating in our emotional spectrum, meaning that we are rarely in pure stability and balance. We keep on maneuvering through our beingness. Crystals, on another end, they are second density and they don't move. If you program them, they remain programmed with the energy that they receive. So this energy that we are building up, we are bringing it through our channel to connect with the crystals of the earth and to right now we are recreating a crystalline grid around the earth with that energy. We are building up new ley lines with this unconditional love consciousness. And each and every one of you in the room is a channel of it. Now, to be an active and engaged channel is to keep working on yourself. And all of this will be guided and taught in a very near future for you to remain as a pillar of light, to remain a channel of this divine essence that you are. It sounds maybe a big...
the project is telling you about.
So it means that I'm just giving you the information.
If you are interested,
because it didn't come here by chance. The wave of awakening is global. You are all receiving it one another. So those meditation on the Wednesday are meditation for transmuting energy that are not serving anymore. And if you are already engaging with those energy, you are actively being a vessel for receiving and sharing that energy in your physical circle, your first bubble reality, your friends and family, then a second bubble reality, and third bubble reality. So this is the project that is happening in the background of this session. As of you today, if you are understanding what I mentioned, engage with the energy. If it's still something that needs more depth or understanding, then fully receive. Allow yourself to receive this energy. What's happening after those sessions is your day after will have radical shift. Most of the people coming to the session, the day after, they experience miracles in their life, manifestation of all things that can be possible for them, and drastic upgrades or energy shifts. So I invite you after the session and the coming days to witness how things are changing and shifting in your life. It can be very subtle or it can be something interesting for you. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Exciting? Okay.
So what's their role?
Yeah,
so today's role for you guys, she was talking about the project itself, how we build up this energy and how the pillar of light work together with the crystalline to build this field where we host unconditional love, but we call it eternal flame. So unconditional love as a frequency is coming from the higher realms. And that frequency, that flame, can be transmuting any lower frequency, can be utilized as an infinite resource. Now your role is to receive basically. Now while we are beautiful family, we're going to guide you a little bit in few steps, simplify, just to be a channel receiving light and amplifying the love, and then we're going to open up the field that we already have created, and we have many support also from the higher realms. That's why it's called project. We're going to open up that field where the higher realms will provide that frequency, the eternal flame, unconditional love, eternal flame from the higher realms, and it will be available in the space here. And while I'm guiding you in the meditation, I will announce that the field's open and the portal is open. And if you are a bit sensitive, you can feel it, or if you have a bit of third eye, you can see it. And then all what you need to do at that moment is transmute lower frequency. So that is the healing part. All you need to do is imagine any lower frequency, that is separation, duality, conflict, judgment, anything that's not alignment with the high frequency of love and light. Imagine you just transmute it. You send it into the flame, and the flame will burn it in a way, that's the way how we understand it, and transmute it into neutral energy. And in return, while we are doing that, you have more space right now in your construct. So you have physical body, organs, and so on, all of them made of frequency. And you have energy, chakras, and light body, all of them also made from those frequency. And imagine that space is now available, neutral spaces, to receive unconditional love, eternal flame. And I will announce also when the receiving start happening, and you open up and receive, and you feel that energy. It will be like, it will felt like a crystal liquid. Golden, yeah, you can put some color if you want, but the feeling of it, you will feel like your head's slightly a bit heavy, everything is like, ooh, you're soaking inside a crystal liquid, and some of you guys might spin and so on, whatever is the reflection of the body. But you will know it, you'll know that the energy is becoming thicker now. You receive it, and basically that frequency of that eternal light, eternal flame of unconditional love carry within it unity consciousness. Unity consciousness is reminding you and reconnect you as a soul, as a consciousness, that you are always connected with the divine. By that reminding, by that connection, and by that energy going through your system, all the misalignment, that out of alignment from you connecting with the divine to be as pure connection, will be dissolving, and more your connection will build up, and you witness unity consciousness coming through you, and you realize that you are connected, and realize more and more. That will be unfold during the day after, the more you received. Basically, you can receive a lot or a little, that's up to you, but definitely you receive. As much as you are tuned, you receive more. Second phase will go in that you start inviting other consciousness on, you invite on their behalf. So family, friend, colleagues, and you invite them, you say, I'm going to guide you through it. You invite them to receive unity consciousness and unconditional love flame. And you invite them to release their attachment into duality and conflict. And you see, you become a channel where that energy comes through you right now and be spread to them. And then after a while, maybe also my love Mathilde will take you into more details on how inviting some consciousness, families, and bringing joy to their life, bringing alignment, bringing unity consciousness. So in essence, unity consciousness, we call it Christ unity consciousness, and you will find me channeling in this session some of the higher realms, sometimes in English, and sometimes a little bit in Arabic. In the Arabic, even if you don't understand Arabic, it's okay. That's how that energy, specifically coming from the higher realms, express itself choosing Arabic word. Now it's encoded already. You don't need your mind to understand it. It's not for the mind. Actually, the message will be in the Arabic saying, this is not for your mind, this is for your heart. And you receive it, and you realize that no matter how much we are different, that unity consciousness connects us immediately to divine source, and you regain your consciousness, self-consciousness or self-realization. And that by itself, that process itself, it makes the healing happens, the transmutation happens. So in that sense, from the higher realms, they don't judge if you are having disease or disalignment or difficulties. They see it just an out of alignment because you have not regained so deep connection to the divine. And the moment you regain that, it's automatically dissolved. This is how they see it from the higher realms. And they are providing this gift. So we are the vessels who processing this, and the group of Mathilde was mentioning the project, who's helping to be part of vessels and connection for the building this field and receiving this gift. And you guys also now receiving continuation of that gift, and you share it with others also. Alright? Simplify enough?
I have one question for you. Do you all understand what is a low frequency?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So low frequency means anything that is creating resistance, creating contractions and frustration in your life. So when George was saying that the energy will be here for you to transmit what is in low frequency, ask yourself, what is my root of anger, my root of conflict in my relationship? I'm dissolving my anger, I'm dissolving my lacks, I'm dissolving my frustration, I'm dissolving my lack of confidence, my lack of self-love, my lack of worth, I'm dissolving my physical pain. Everything is one. Your mental, emotional, and physical are one body vibrating informations. When those informations are dense, it becomes so dense and physical that you have it misaligned in your body. So if you have pain in your body, it's rooted in a way that you have the belief system and emotions that creates that distortion in your body. So low frequency is whatever doesn't bring abundance in your life, excitement, joy, and unconditional love. Whatever is not that, it means that there are conditions and expectations and judgment in life that create distortion and contractions. So you all know at least 3 low frequencies in your being that doesn't make you in your highest potential. See it this way. Whatever is preventing me to be in my highest potential or highest version, I'm going to release it today. And you say yes for releasing, and you give yourself the permission to release it, to dissolve it, to let go. All the attachments linked to those low frequencies. If you're still attached to it, there is no place to receive. Empty yourself.
And then you have space to receive unity consciousness,
Exactly.
unconditional love. It's like a drop of liquid coming from that eternal flame.
Yeah.
If you have, as I mentioned, sensitive or third eye, you see like light start popping and is dropping in somewhere.
Yeah.
Alright, another things I'm feeling that if you are familiar with channeling, so I'm feeling the channel that we are connecting with the higher realms. I'm feeling that I might go in the room, even though that we have crowded people, and not necessarily I'm going to touch people, but it might happen for the people I know, generally. But I'm feeling that there is a code they want to distribute further. So are you guys okay with me going between you?
Yes.
Sure. Alright. Perfect. Any questions before we start? All good? All clear? Yes, Etana.
Somehow I'm sharing a bit of the same energy. Would that be okay? Would that bother you guys if I'll be standing at one point of time?
I will be standing all the time.
If I'll just stand up at one point,
Yeah, it's
it
fine.
wouldn't bother anyone. Okay.
Of course.
It's okay.
All good. Okay.
I'm happy that you're thinking about standing,
I'm just thinking as well.
because
It's time, isn't it? No, it's just today there's
something bigger, huh? I can feel
today's
it.
the energies are so incredible.
So strong
And the
today.
air is so strong and so divine, and I had some practices today during the day, and they were so amusing. Like I feel like a bunny that is jumping around. It is so it's just magical. I think that it's one of the reasons why there's so many people today, because subconsciously they all feel it, and they feel that we were all gonna receive something magical today.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for projecting this beautiful vision, and we perceive it.
Yes. Alright, super. Before we start, these sessions are free and on donation basis. So if your heart is willing to participate a way that resonates with you, the box is here. And if you want to be in front of the grid, the wooden box. And if you would like to receive more about what we do, you can put your name and contact details on the paper. Alright? Not now, but later.
Center will take you into a small
I'm going to
journey.
close it because it's. Thank you. Alright.
Maybe some maybe heart. Yeah,
All
thank you
right.
for watching.